All right, lights, camera, action. I am back. Let me turn this back around. Bam, we are picking right up from where we left off. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna just say this right here in this video, and I will try to make sure that I mention it within the next video as well. It is about it's 12:07 at the moment. What's these videos, like the 2K video that I recorded earlier in the day, or a little bit earlier. I'm not gonna say earlier within the day, but that I recorded earlier. I'm going to basically post the 2K videos and this episode. Even though it's like split up into 3 videos. Excuse me. I'm going to post them all again, later on Friday. Typically when I get off, well, not typically, but just when I get off work at 3. Thank the Lord. Whew, man, because I ain't gonna hold you. Man, I love doing, I love making videos and whatnot. I love, the job is also pretty good as well, but I don't want to be there all day, to be honest with you. But anyway, back to the video. Back to the Royal High Table. Speaking of that, man, let me get some more. Ooh. Big Daddy drip, man. You already know I got to get my water. Hold up. Oh, no. I knocked something over. Hold up. You got my water. We got the water. More life. Now let me stop. Yo, we got more of that drink. And you ain't doing it right if you ain't got pinky up. That's real high class stuff. They won't teach you about that stuff, but it's whatever. Now let me stop. Okay, but anyway, right? So back to again, the question, right? What's my favorite book? Again, I told y'all I don't have a favorite book. There's too many notable ones, too many good, too many key themes, key concepts, key motifs or whatnot for me to even sit back and be like, yo, this one for sure is my favorite book. I can't really call it. What I can do is make note of the ones that really caught my attention. That's what I can do. And if need be, shoot, I can even get down, get the book again, read it, and then break it, go in even further in depth beyond, whatever, information and words that I'm able to provide for you guys about that. But it's to speak to the next book that I have. Or that I brought up. I told you guys all of them in the last video, but another text that really stood out to me was My Name is Red. I'll say that it was that was another text that took place out in India. Well, yeah, I don't think no. It didn't. I don't think it took place in India. It was definitely the Middle East. But, and I remember there's a mystery component to it. There's a lot of people who's artists and doing a whole bunch of stuff. But I remember there being a mystery component. Somebody ended up killing this basically there's a group of artists, and somebody ended up killing the elder of the group, and then everybody was trying to figure out, and they were killing other people and all that other sort of jazz, but they obviously ended up figuring out who it was, and they ended up catching him and killing him. So yeah, I remember the mystery component as who could it be, right? Because they did there was mention of names, but there's also mention of colors as well. Shoot, I think one was black or green or something. Obviously one was red. But yeah, and Another key part that I remember, this was, I won't even hold y'all, right? This is definitely dirty. This is this is definitely not PG. But the most memorable part of that entire story, right? I think it was like somebody who helped in figuring out who the killer was. They intertwined within the story. There was like some romance. There was like this widow, like her husband was someone who had military prowess, but they ended up, I don't think it they there was the assumption that the husband was killed, although it was never proven. But the husband never came back. And so this particular widow, she had kids with the husband, all that. And the tradition, or there was like the essentially what the move was, I believe, was for the woman to then get married and be, the wife of the brother, since the eldest brother is gone. And there was somebody who really had feelings for this woman. And this woman was supposed to be beautiful and all that, very, obviously very woman-like, and what I remember is he, like, this person who was, fighting for this woman's love or whatnot, and helped in not in the widow not then becoming the wife of the brother, in which the wife didn't want to become, or the widow didn't want to become the wife of the brother, also because the brother sucked. And from what I vaguely remember, I don't think she was too fond of the husband either. But I just remember, again this the other person, right, the external person on the outside trying to get in, right? I remember he came back, he helped solve the case or something like that, and he was like all tired. He got in bed, and then she ended up putting, there was like a maid or something or some sort, and she told the maid to put the kids to bed, and she came back, and like, I think it was like building up to this moment. Like, I think they talked about, I don't know, they talked about, like, it was like they had a discussion about her giving intercourse, like giving, well, like, giving some fellatio, right? And she was like, "No, I will not do that. All right, that is like something like, it's unholy, it's unwomanly, like some, she basically, she wasn't down with it, right?" And then after he came back, after, helping, essentially, like I said, he put the, damn, I don't know if he put the pieces together, or he ended up killing, or he did a little, or he ended up, killing the perpetrator, or maybe he did a little bit of both. But he definitely helped out, right? And it was like, dang, okay. And then he comes back, he's all tired, and then she gave in. She gave, that's all. She gave in, man. And that, I ain't gonna hold you. That's one heck of a reward, man. That's one heck of a reward. But that's what I remember the most about that text. I won't hold you. I'm gonna have to get that book. I'm gonna have to, like, either, whether it be like a digital version or like a physical copy. I'm gonna get that book, and I'm gonna read that book specifically for, like, it's, the book had had a number of dull moments. Like, you could get very confused. It's like a maze. You could get lost up in it, and be reading this, like, what the heck is happening? Like, bro, what the heck? Right? You, like, there were a number of times where me and my classmates were like that, reading it. But, like, that moment in the end is freaking worth it, man. That moment in the end is worth it. And I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even the one getting it. But yo, like, hey, when I remember reading that, I was like, yo, hey, you go, sir, you go, you did that, man. Okay. But yeah, man, that was it. that might arguably be my most favorite moment within any of the within any of the books that I've read. That's how strong that was. I don't even remember, like I told y'all again, like gave y'all like a general, and it's not really like a yeah, I guess so. It's like a bit of a synopsis of what happened within the text, but I remember that part very vividly, like that. But anyway, just to move on to the next text. Let me see how I'm doing on time real quick. Okay, not bad, not bad. The other text, I won't get too much. I'll save Antigone and The Great Gatsby for another time. Even though like The Great Gatsby was another book where a key theme was romance. Daisy Buchanan, Jay Gatsby, Nick Carraway. It was like, a scene where the guy's staring off into the green light and all that other sort of stuff, and he wants this particular girl. I do know that somebody ends up getting killed behind the girl or something like that, but I remember, dang, there was a class where we watched the movie, and I couldn't watch the movie for whatever reason. I had to like go on a field trip, but yeah, I won't spend too much time on that or Antigone, but The Crucible, and I won't spend too much time on that. But that was definitely another. That was a banger. That was a banger. What I remember more so about The Crucible, like when me and my classmates read it. Hold up. Excuse me. Excuse me. But yeah, no. What I remember more so when me and my classmates read it. Again, shout out to Miss Kazire or Miss Slayford. Well, Miss Slayford, that's her maiden name, Miss Kazire now. Yeah, shout out to her. But I remember like the what made the text, like the story itself was very, again, very dramatic, very interesting. But it was like, a play. Well, not a play, but definitely different characters, and the students like played a part, and I was John Proctor, and dang, I'm trying to think, right? Shout out to Caleb Yeomans, that's my boy. shout out. It was either him or Nah, I don't think it was nobody else. I think it was him. And like there was points and times like, like cuz okay. Let me get my words together. There was a stretch within the class where we read like just nothing but poems. Well, not poems, but like but plays, and like obviously there's different characters and different people had to play different characters or whatnot. And me and Caleb, like we were like, yeah, like there are points within the text where they yell obviously, and they're going back and forth and yada yada, and we were yelling, going back and forth like you said in the text. Like we were really we was really duking it out, going back and forth. Like we were yelling insults, obviously the insults that were within the text and all that. But we really brought that to life, man. But damn, like that's obviously Salem witch trials, Abigail Williams leading the charge, John Proctor being caught up on the receiving end, as well as Elizabeth Proctor and plenty of other people getting caught up on the receiving end of this deceit, this treachery, debauchery. No, but yeah, no, definitely a lot of deceit. Very strong with this one. I remember being very, obviously, because I was playing John Proctor, I was very pissed by the end of the story. They ended up getting my dog. My dog got killed off, man. But I remembered enough of the general gist of it. It was a number of, I'm trying to think. it reminds me a little bit of what I've been hearing about, or what we've discussed within our lectures in like my Greek civilization, Greek history, debates about the past class or course. And again, there was also the presence of powerful families, with prominent names or whatnot, and that being people, this person of this family, this person of this family, and then they having conflict or whatnot because they're fighting over the deeds for a particular land and all that. So, but yeah, I definitely that was messy. That was messy for sure. Now hold up, let me see that time. Okay. I got about another 15 minutes. On to the next question. The next question that I have was for myself. And also let me make this clear, right? Although I am like, these are questions that like I'm reading out and I'm answering myself, and I have like bullet points and stuff that I'm talking about, all that other sort of jazz, right? Just because like you guys, like just because like I'm answering them, y'all also feel free to answer it down in the comment section below. If you agree with me, if you don't, if you have like some thoughts, ideas, opinions, notions, or whatnot of your own, please make sure y'all leave it down in the comment section below. This is meant to be a discussion or whatnot, and I can't well at the moment I can't really talk with you guys and all that. Not only that, hell, I mean, shout out to my 26 subscribers, but shoot, I ain't got enough people. I ain't got enough people pulling up to the videos at the moment. And it's cool. It will change. I'm certain. I know. Forget certain. I know that it will change. All right. But sometimes you gotta just keep knocking on the door until people hear you. But yeah, no. You guys, for the people who are here, y'all please make sure that y'all answer it down. If you guys want to, leave your thoughts on my answers or your own considerations to the questions down in the comment section below. But the next question that I have is, what video game do you wish your life was more like? I think, wow, okay, this was very similar to what movie do you wish your life was like? But as far as my answers, all of them are based on like, first person shoot, like free world, like sort of type of games. So the 4 options that I have, and really the first 2 are really like star points, like yo, I wish life was like this, and it sort of kind of is to a degree. But GTA 5, Sleeping Dogs, Mafia 2, Mafia 3, right? I'll say a key factor within that, it's not the biggest one, but the demographic. I said demographic. Wow. The geographical channel. Let me stop. Right, but no, the geography. Again, where these games are taking place. That's a pretty big. That's very significant to me, right? GTA 5, that also, that being, set in California. The next, Sleeping Dogs, that being something that takes place out in Hong Kong. It was, you talk flashy, flashy Hong Kong. And then you have Mafia 2, that being out in New York, and Mafia 3, that being out in New Orleans. Well, they don't, obviously some of the games they switch it up and they call it like something else different, like GTA 5, it's not Los Angeles, like Los Santos, and Mafia 3 is not New Orleans, it's New Bordeaux or something like that. But ain't no or something like that. It is New Bordeaux. But let me think. What I will say I really like about like those specific games, I really look first to Sleeping Dogs, right? But I think a pretty like life is many things, right? When I take into consideration, like, life is many things, right? And I start thinking about analogies. But one thing that life is like, in many ways, life is like a game, right? Which is why, it sort of kind of sucks at times, because, you gotta come to the realization that, to some degree, life is a game, and pretty much all the, whoever it is that you encounter within it are essentially players, right? Some people play to win. A lot of people play to win. A lot of people play to be comfortable. A lot of people play for the sake of playing. A lot of people play to win. Not solely just playing for the sake to win, but playing for the sake to win, especially at someone else's cost. And to go even further, some people win to these. My apologies. This is just gems, but some people play to win, like, not even further than especially at somebody's cost. Like embedded within the concept of winning, it must come at somebody's cost. That is something that I think about. But also, again, there's, like games, people level up, and people go through different phases, again, levels, all of that. And the one thing that I saw within Sleeping Dogs, again, listen, very triad heavy. You got Wei Shin, the undercover cop, and he's involved with the triads. He's a triad gangster, enforcer, and then he works his way up. He's a foot soldier, then he becomes an enforcer, a wise enforcer, and then he becomes, he takes over Winston Chu's position after he is killed at his wedding, which is rather tragic, and he becomes a boss of his own. And soon enough, he becomes Red Pole. But the one thing within that game that to me made it feel more realistic and made me feel like this is what life is like, was, as you there's like different like kinds of upgrades. Like you can upgrade cop skills. You can upgrade what's called triad skill. Is it triad skills? Yeah, triad skills. You can upgrade your fighting skills. You can upgrade just like, wow, I think it's called face skills. Face skills. That's what I believe it is. All I know is that it's the yellow one, the yellow set of upgrades, and I do know that it's like, after you get past like a certain point, like once you get up to like level 8, level 9, level 10, like level 8 is like, once you get there, you get like your own personal valet. Like you're like car valet. Somebody, you call this number and they will like bring you, they will bring you your car just like that, right? Another level is like, once you get to that level, cars, like the cars are like, cheaper than, especially like, even not just cars, right? Like the high end cars are significantly less expensive than what they once were, if you were to just like go in and buy it. Not only that, but for some of the cars and some of the clothes, you can't even wear it unless you are at a certain level, right? And there, I remember level 10, they call it die low. It's several stuff. I'm trying to think. At level 10, you could wear just about any of the clothes you want. You could drive any car you want. I know that there's like there's like this, I think it's like a point, like once you like in the midst of fighting and you build up like your meter or whatnot, the screen gets yellow and you start I don't know. Hey, Wei Shin starts, doing a little something, and he starts talking shit, and everybody start getting scared. And everybody start getting scared, and they're like, oh snap, dang. Oh, okay, oh dang, let me back up real quick. And I do, and there's like this one thing, I forget what it's called, but I do know that like if like once he like when the meter is going, and he like tackles somebody, and he like hits him and goes for the ground and pound, like he's able to keep hitting him, bang 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 bang, which is something that like you can't do unless you're at a level 10. But to me, just those aspects of it made it feel like more like realistic, because I just thought of like, well, when it comes to respect, all that other, like I'll just say respect, something pretty, that's pretty important, pretty significant, but you or respect, I'll say respect, or just general consideration or whatnot from anyone else, particularly, especially somebody, I guess this includes, again, people close to you, people on the outside looking in. And what I've learned throughout my experience is that, again, you gotta be at a certain point or whatnot, in order to get certain treatment and get certain things or whatnot from people. So, and whether that be the more money you got, more cars, more degree, more accomplishments, more money, houses, clean clothes, and the suits, all that other sort of jazz, that really factors in or whatnot. And begin with Wei Shin, I don't know. I think that's very, like, I see a lot of anybody, just many people do. But I really again, that's something that granted, I'm not where he is. I'm not doing the same thing he does, but I can speak to it to some degree, right? Again, I guess like that respect and all that other sort of jazz. Like once you get to that top level and all that, and everybody treats you with the utmost respect, and you get the everybody, you get favors from everybody love you, respect you, yada yada yada. Girls want to go out with you, all the all everybody, dap ups, all that, boss stylo, all like all that stuff. That's what I really enjoyed about the game and whatnot. Now I don't know, maybe I sort of kind of internalized it or whatnot, and like it was like a thing where like I could live vicariously through my character, like through Wei Shin, because I tell you, there's some of the same stuff that like I do, like like I'm a very very big, even though I don't wear it like in like my Royal High Table stuff, I will soon enough, but like hell, like I wear suits a lot, and guess what my player does? Guess what my Wei Shin does? He wears a whole bunch of suits. But hold on, let me see something. Oh dang, wow, I really spoke for a good bit. My apologies, y'all. Again, shoot, this is about to go out. It's about to cut me off in about like a minute or so. But damn, I won't hold y'all, bro. This next question I'm looking at after this, I'm not gonna get into, because like this next video is only gonna allow me to like speak for about like a good 7 minutes. So, but I tell you this, come Tuesday, right out the gate, y'all getting hit with this one. This one, I like it. This This that one, y'all. This that one. This that one. This that one. And best believe I'll be coming back to it. But again, thank y'all so much for being here, man. And best believe I'm gonna start up another video, and we gonna talk a little bit more before, you know, before I can't talk no more with this camera, man. Oh.